Hi guys. I'm gonna do a really brief and very simple video series about the compensation plan, okay? I know that a lot of people have had questions lately about how does the Rising Star Team bonus work, how do I get paid, and we all tend to overthink and overcomplicate it, okay? We don't have to do that. Young Living has made it really simple for us, and I'm going to show you how simple it can be. The first thing that you need to do before we get started is you need to go into your virtual office, okay? So go to youngliving.com/VO. You're going to log in with your member number or your username and your password, and you're going to jump into your virtual office, go to member resources, click on compensation plan, and then the first file that's going to come up on your screen is called compensation plan highlights. You're going to click on that, and a 2-page document, I think it's like an Adobe document, is going to come up, all right? And you're going to print that out, all right? So I want you to pause the video. If you don't already have a hard copy of this right here, I want you to go do that and then come back and revisit this. Because as we go through this, I want you to be able to refer to your hard copy, especially because this video is going to show you everything backwards because I haven't figured out how to fix that, but that's okay because everyone's going to have a hard copy in front of them, all right? The first thing we're going to cover. So, get your compensation plan. It's 2 pages. The first page I'll talk about in a minute. This is your second page. Young Living breaks up their, I don't know what to call it. I guess their ranking system. I don't really like to call it ranks. But I guess essentially that's what it is. They break it up into 3 sections. Okay, I have a black and white copy of this. I apologize. A color copy is so much more helpful, but I have mine taped to my wall, and I didn't want to rip it off. But you can still see that there's a difference. You're going to fold this because what we are focusing on right here is the first section, which is creating a foundation. Okay, that's where everybody falls into right now. So let's just talk about some of these terms, and this is going to be helpful for anybody that's really new to Young Living. So as you kind of look to the left side of your paper and you go down, let's define some of these terms. PV. PV stands for product value, all right? For the most part, everything that Young Living offers is dollar for dollar product value. Everything consumable, for the most part, is dollar for dollar. Your oils, your shampoos, your lotions, your oral care, your supplements, okay? There might be a little variation on some of the really expensive oils, but, you know, just think in your head, is it consumable? Yes, okay, it's probably going to have a dollar for dollar. Is it not consumable? So a diffuser, cookware, things like that, they're going to have a different PV value versus dollar amount. It's super easy because when you go into Young Living onto their website, they always give you the PV amount. Focus on the PV. When you open up your product catalog, it's going to give you the PV amount, all right? That's what you want to focus on, all right? That's what's important here. PV, product value. The next term down there is OGV. OGV stands for overall group volume, or it's also referred to as organizational group volume, okay? What that means is your organization includes you and anybody that you've enrolled and anyone they've enrolled and so on, all right? That's your organization. So say I'm just starting out, all right, and this is me up here, and I have enrolled friends A, B, and C. My OGV is going to be the overall group volume, so the total amount that me and my 3 friends are all spending in 1 month, okay? So my PV, which is my product value, or personal volume actually, sorry, I should go back and fix that. PV, personal volume, I also say PV for product value. Your PV in relation to the compensation plan here is personal volume. That's how much you're spending in product value in a 1-month period, okay? So I've spent 100 PV, right? I put my Essential Rewards order in, it was 100 PV, I'm at that. And then I got friends A, B, and C down here, and they all ordered a premium starter kit. Those all have 100 PV, all right? So now their personal volume is 100. Altogether, if you add that up, our whole organizational group volume is 400 OGV, all right? So that's how you figure OGV. as my organization starts to grow, I'm now going to start adding these individuals in. So say my friend number 1 and friend number 2 who enrolled with A up here, say they have spent 100 PV. They've spent 100 and they now have a personal volume of 100 each. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 600 OGV, all right? Because each of us individually have a personal volume of 100 and collectively in our OGV, OGV is the collective amount, it's 600, okay? So there you go. That's PV, that's OGV. The next thing down is PGV. We're not going to worry about it, ignore it. That's for later on, okay? Then we're going to talk about legs. What's a leg? Okay, so a leg is the various organizations within your organization, all right? So I have enrolled friends A, B, and C, and they're all hanging out right there, right underneath me. They're going to be legs. Those legs can grow. So let's say my friend A here bought her kit and is loving it, and she told friends number 1 and 2 about it, and they bought premium starter kits, and they enrolled. And let's say my friend B, loving hers, she's got someone signed up with a kit, and friend C has signed up a couple people. All right, now I have a leg over here. My friend A, her organization is going to be my leg. And then I'm going to have a second leg here with friend B and everybody that she's signed up. And then I'm going to have a third leg with friend C, okay? Those are all separate legs. What is that going to look like in your downline viewer, and how can you see what your organization looks like? Go to your virtual office, so youngliving.com/VO, and log in. Click on My Organization, and from there you can click on Downline Viewer. And what that's going to look like, although I do encourage everyone to maintain a bubble sheet just so you are keeping track of what your organization looks like, and you can find this document in the Mama Loves the YL Biz Facebook page in the Files section, and you can download it and print it and have it on hand. But when you look at your viewer, it might look a little different, and what it's going to look like is this. When you first open up your downline viewer, it's going to have your name, all right, and your personal volume, and then it's going to have the names of your friends that are sitting right here, A, B, and C. Now, when I first started out and I just had A, B, and C, it just looked like that. But as my friends A, B, and C started sharing, remember first it looked like that? As they started sharing, now I've got all these individuals coming into their legs, all right? So when you look at your downline viewer, you see a plus sign next to their name. That means they have members underneath them, okay? So you can click that plus sign, and then that will roll out and show you the people underneath them, okay? That's how you can view your organization. You just keep hitting those plus signs, and it'll show you your full organization. Those are going to be your legs, all right? You have leg leaders. A, B, and C are my leg leaders. I like looking at it this way. A, B, and C are my leg leaders, and they are building these little organizations here that are my legs, all right? Let's see, the next thing that we're going to talk about, I'm going to go right down the line here, and we're going to talk about levels, all right? So we talked about legs. That right away takes us right into levels. So because friends A, B, and C sit right underneath me, they're at my level 1, okay? And then as I go down a level, my level 2, and then I go down another level, and we are at level 3, okay? That's what a level is. It's just where a member appears within your organization, whether they're right up underneath you at level 1, or whether they're underneath another member and they might be at your level 2 or 3, okay? So those are all of our terms. There are a number of ways to get paid while you're creating your foundation. The first way is the Start Living bonus. Start Living bonus is a one-time $25 bonus that Young Living pays to anyone that enrolls a member with a premium starter kit, okay? That's a lifetime bonus, and what that means is, regardless of if you're a distributor, a star, a silver, or a Royal Crown Diamond, If you enroll a new member and they purchase a premium starter kit, Young Living will pay you $25 as a thank you for sharing Young Living in their product. All right. The second way you can get paid is the Fast Start bonus. All right. The Fast Start bonus, again, is also a lifetime bonus, meaning you can earn the Fast Start bonus as a distributor, a star, a silver, a Royal Crown Diamond. Anybody can earn the Fast Start bonus. The Fast Start bonus is broken up into two sections, all right? The first part of the Start Living bonus, it relates directly to the enroller. So say that you enrolled your friend A, okay? You are the enroller for A. Everything that A spends in PV for her first 3 months of membership, you're going to earn 25% of that, all right? So in the first page of this compensation plan that you printed out, you can refer to that first page. It'll explain the Start Living bonus. It will also explain the Fast Start bonus. But in a nutshell, just remember that for the first 3 months, everything that a new member spends, all of their personal volume, you earn 25%, all right? The second part to that bonus is that if you've enrolled someone and they love their stuff and now they're enrolling, you're going to earn 10% of everything that those members are spending, okay? So that sounds a little confusing. I'm going to show it to you visually. My friends A, B, and C all enrolled. They enrolled with me. Everything that they spend in their first 3 months of membership, I am going to earn 25%. So if my friend A spent 100 PV when she bought her premium starter kit, that was 100 PV, I'm going to earn $25 off of that, okay? You'll often hear people say, sell a kit, earn 50 bucks. The way they figure that is you're earning $25 from the Fast Start bonus and you're earning a $25 Start Living bonus. That's how you can earn $50 by selling a premium starter kit, all right? So going back to that two-part system of the Fast Start, the Fast Start bonus. All right, I enrolled A, B, and C. I'm their direct enroller. I'm earning 25%. Now, as A, B, and C start to venture out and share, all right, so my friend A over here has shared her Young Living oil story and is loving it and telling friends number 1 and number 2. They're like, we're getting on board. They're buying their premium starter kits, all right? When they buy their starter kits, not only does A earn 25% of all PV they spend for their first 3 months, but I am going to earn 10%. So when they buy that premium starter kit at 100 PV, I get 10 bucks. And then the next month, if they spend 100 PV on ER, I get another 10 bucks. A over here is getting 25 bucks, right? Because she's earning 25%, I'm earning 10%. Now, as my organization grows down here to a level 3, because remember we talked about all these levels, all right, and let's focus on leg A. Leg A, okay, so my friend A here at my level 1 has enrolled. I'm earning 25% of everything that A spends for her first 3 months. A is excited and sharing. Okay, so she enrolls friends number 1 and 2, and I now earn 10% for the first 3 months of everything they spend. Well, now number 1 and number 2 are like loving their oils and sharing. So not only does A earn 25% of what they're spending, but she's now going to earn 10% of anything that these people are spending that have enrolled with her enrollees. Okay? That's the Fast Start bonus. 25% of all your new member enrollments, all of their PV spent for 3 months. And then the second part is if you enroll someone who enrolls someone, you're going to earn 10% on that person. Okay? For 3 months. All right, Start Living we covered. The Fast Start bonus we covered. Now I'm going to talk about the Rising Star team bonus. All right, when you look at your compensation chart, the whole Rising Star team bonus is explained here. All right, we're going to separate it out into these little sections. All right, and I'm going to give you a better visual to look at. So, what is the Rising Star team bonus? The Rising Star team bonus is a share that Young Living pays you. So what's a share? A share is 1% of all of Young Living's commissionable sales in that pay period, in that 1 month. They take 1% of all of that total, they split it up amongst whoever's getting a share, and one share is pretty consistently about $50, okay? And it has been for a while. So if you're going to earn a share, you can look at about an extra $50 on your paycheck. How do you earn that? You have yourself. Now, the key with the Rising Star Team bonus, it's all about essential rewards. It's all about helping you to set up a foundation, for longevity. All right. So you've got yourself. You are spending 100 PV, and it must be on ER. All right. That doesn't mean that you've spent 100. That your personal volume is 100 in a month. So I spent 50 PV on ER and then 50 PV in a quick order. It means you must spend 100 PV on an essential rewards order, okay? I can still go in later and put a quick order in if I want to, but I got to make sure to get that 100 PV on ER. All right, so I've got that. Then I've got 3 legs. Remember I had friends A, B, and C who I enrolled, all right? Well, each of those 3 friends, whether they've spent it themselves or whether they have individuals that they've enrolled, and collectively that leg has now reached 300 OGV, all right? Remember overall group volume or organizational group volume? Each of those legs has to have an OGV of 300. And you can see all these numbers when you open up your downline viewer, all right? 3 legs at 300 OGV, and each of those leg leaders has to have spent 100 PV on ER also. When all of those things happen, you get your 1 share. You can also earn an additional 2 shares. So you can jump up to 3 shares, which would be an additional $150 bonus. The way you do that is you need to have 5 legs happening, all right? You need to have 2 of those legs at 500 OGV and 3 legs at 300 OGV, okay? You need to have spent your 100 PV on ER, and all 5 leg leaders all need to have spent at least 100 PV on ER themselves. When all those things come together, you earn 3 shares. I will tell you that it doesn't always happen, depending on how you're building and how quickly your legs are building. You might rank up into another tier before you reach that, but it's a great goal and it's a great way to set the foundation. All right? I think that everyone should just focus on hitting that 1 share, and then you can move on from there. So that's the Rising Star Team bonus. All of that again is explained down here in this bottom section. And the last thing we're going to talk about, and I'm going to try to keep this kind of under 20 minutes, so I want to hurry this up. The last thing we're going to talk about is unilevel commission. All right. So we've talked about how that you can earn the Start Living bonus and the Fast Start bonuses, and that's no matter where you are in this compensation plan, right? We talked about the Rising Star Team bonus, which only applies to anybody in this Creating a Foundations tier. And now we're going to talk about unilevel commissions. Unilevel commissions applies across the board also, all right? Excuse me. Okay, so if you remember earlier, we talked about levels. So looking back at our bubble sheet, you remember that I said I have friends A, B, and C, and they're at my level 1. And then as they enroll people, that's my level 2. And then I have a level 3. Keep in mind this also, I know a lot of you, some of you more established builders, you may have enrolled someone and started to build legs for them. So you may have actually enrolled friends 1 and 2 and placed them under friend A, all right? Or it could just mean that you have only enrolled A, B, and C, and then those folks are enrolling, all right? That could look like a lot of different things. Regardless of that, the level is where they fall in your organization, all right? And as you open your downline viewer, you'll be able to see that. And to make it even simpler, your downline viewer will even put a little numbered notation next to that member's name telling you what level they fall at within your organization, all right? Why is that important to know? Because that's how you figure your unilevel compensation, all right? So across the board, your unilevel compensation is going to be paid at 8% at level 1, as you can see as you open up. Always at level 1, I am doing that right? Yeah. Always at level 1 is 8%, okay? Always at level 2 let me do it this way. Okay. Always at level 2 is 5%. Always at level 3 is 4%. And everything level 3 and down is 4%. All right? So just remember, 8, 5, 4. Anybody at level 1 is 8%. Level 2 is 5. Level 3 and below is 4%. What does that mean exactly as far as how you get paid? Well, if you're a distributor and you're spending 100 PV, you qualify for unilevel commission. All right? If you're a distributor spending 50 PV, you qualify for the Start Living bonus and you qualify for the Fast Start bonus. But you do not qualify for the Rising Star Team bonus or unilevel commission. In order to qualify for those, you have to be spending 100 PV. So you see why we encourage people to get on ER and spend 100 PV. It qualifies you for full compensation, and we encourage ER because if you're going to spend 100 PV in a month, of course you should do it on Essential Rewards and earn the points and all the bonuses that come with that. All right? So when you're a distributor and you've spent 100 PV, you qualify for unilevel commissions, meaning everybody at your level 1, you're going to earn 8% of what they're spending in PV, and you're going to earn 5% of what everyone on your level 2 is spending. Okay? So if I have A, B, and C, and they're each spending 100 PV, I'm going to earn 8% of that. So I'm going to earn $8 from each of those. And then as I go down to my level 2, I'm going to earn 5% from everything that they're spending. And then from here on down, I'm going to earn 4%. Well, as a distributor just starting out and spending 100 PV, I'm only going to qualify for that level 1 and 2. As I move up to a star, I'm now going to get paid to the level 3. And as I move up to senior star, I'm going to get paid to level 4. And at executive, which is where you top out in the creating a foundations tier, you're going to get paid 5 levels deep. All right? So you can see that on your sheet. You're going to get paid 5 levels deep. All right? So that's unilevel commission. Okay? Remember, you have to spend 100 PV in order to qualify for unilevel commission. There is one more quick note that I need to make regarding unilevel commission, just so everybody has a full understanding. And it relates to the Fast Start bonus and unilevel commission and where they relate. So when someone, a new member, is within their first 3 months of membership, you, the enroller, are earning a Fast Start bonus off of them. And your enroller is also earning a Fast Start bonus. You're earning 25%, and your enroller is earning 10%. Because Young Living is already taking a commission off of the PV that they've spent, okay, they're going to adjust their PV amount when figuring the unilevel commissions. So just to make that easy for you to understand, because you have friend A here, and they say they just signed up this month, all right, and they spent 100 PV buying their premium starter kit. Yes, you are going to earn the Fast Start bonus of $25. When Young Living goes to figure your unilevel commission, they're not going to figure it based on the 100 PV. They're going to figure it based on an adjusted PV. So they're going to adjust this PV to reflect what they've already paid out in Fast Start, and then they're going to take 8% of that, all right? So just remember, it's an adjusted unilevel commission that is paid until that member is out of their 3-month Fast Start period, all right? So say, for instance, that way down here, I have somebody sign up and say their name is AA, and they signed up with member number 1, all right? They're at my 1, 2, 3, my level 3, okay? So that means I'll get paid 4% of their PV. Well, during their first 3 months, if they're spending 100 PV, I'm not going to get 100. I'm not going to get a 4% of 100 PV. I'm going to get 4% of an adjusted PV, okay, until they're out of their 3-month Fast Start period. So if you're like a crazy person like me who will sit down and try to figure their commissions and stuff, it gets difficult to do that. Thankfully, the new virtual office figures all of it for you. Don't overthink these things. Just remember that there are a lot of ways to get paid, okay? And your focus needs to be on creating a foundation, okay? If you do enroll someone with a premium starter kit, Young Living does compensate you pretty well for that. And gosh, I think that's it. Okay, we covered a lot of good stuff. That's everything you need to know. Feel free to contact me with questions.